I turned 31 in just a handful of days, and I cannot believe it. I'm going to be doing a big 31 things that you need to know in your recovery process. I'm going to be doing that for the next video. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you can get alerted when that video comes out. My birthday is July 16th. I welcome any and all birthday wishes. Okay, today I only have a couple of minutes before I got to head to my next call. I've been booked out back to back. My 101 is finally completely I cannot in this moment take any 101s, which is lovely and beautiful. And I'm so thankful that I get to be a recovery coach and help people through their whole journey. There is still room in the Get Your Phone Collective. We're always enrolling for that. This is a very intimate, program that is a mixture of community support, my private support, the modules and the system that I've put together to help you get your period back, heal your relationship to food, and develop a ton of body confidence. So if you are on this journey and you're finding yourself getting stuck and stagnant, or you want to go a deeper level into really understanding your polarity, so tapping into your femininity and really understanding more of the psychosomatic approach to all of your digestive issues, then the program is definitely the place for women to come in and learn how to do just that. So there's a link down below to my schedule. You can book in and you and I can have a chat as to whether the program is right for you. So today I'm going to share with you a little insight, something that I just see blocking so many people right now, and we just have to call it out and really talk about this thing that is blocking so many from actually getting recovered. If you hear thunder outside, it is a huge storm. Austin has not stopped raining. I was not expecting, to be honest, to get seasonal depression in the middle of July, but here we are. I've been sad because it's been gloomy and rainy. So the power's already gone off 5 times filming this. This is our 6th time around. There's a lot of lightning and thunder. You might hear it. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about in regards to what I see happening with a lot of people. They're simply just not moving fast enough. And I know. Sometimes we have to take the little steps and we have to slowly build stability. And holy crap, we cannot inchworm our way to fully recovered. It will never happen. It's impossible for it to happen. There has to at some point be a big jump. And so what I see happening right now is a lot of people just kind of moving up. It's almost I'm going to take the analogy of a mountain. This is actually the analogy that a client of mine gave me today. And I was I love it. I'm stealing it. I'm taking it. I gave her an analogy of you climbing out of a hole, but I love her analogy with the mountain. So it's you are climbing up this mountain, and it's not until you reach the top of the mountain that you can finally start going downhill. Now, downhill is your recovered life. So what happens is, here's the top of the mountain. A lot of us climb, sometimes really slowly. Sometimes we're just stuck in the middle here. And I don't think you understand that none of the benefits of recovery happen until you are here. And it is a slippery slope over here that you can just boom really quickly. And so what I see people doing is slowly climbing up the mountain. You're just giving yourself ample time and opportunity to fall down the mountain. Now, again, once you get over this little hump over here of the top of the mountain, then you're moving downhill, then you're smooth sailing. This is what I call the click. Well, once the click happens, trust me, there's no going back to disordered behaviors. You've fully, energetically, physically, and emotionally disconnected from the scarcity mindset and the energy debt and the restrictive mentality, and you are now fully in what I call abundance. Very hard to turn back around once you're there, because it's another mountain to climb if you were. Okay, anyways, stopping with this analogy. But what I've seen people do lately is they're inching their way forward. And then they're but my stomach hurts so much. I have so many digestive issues. I'm feeling low. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling all these things. And I'm yeah, because you're still in a malnutritive state. You're still in energy debt. So the body is still clocking in that it's in a survival mode. And that sucks. When you're in survival mode, all your thoughts are going to be towards food. All of them. That was some loud thunder. Oh my gosh. When you're in survival mode, your thoughts are going to be towards food, because that is the most important thing for you in that moment. So I just see people getting whacked right now back and forth because they're refusing to just take a big step. And here's the thing. This is what I want to tell you. The thoughts, the anxiety, the fear, all of that doesn't disappear until you are on the other side of the mountain. Knowing that, okay, knowing that that's the case, you have to stop placating to the fear and the anxiety and how scary recovery is right here, right now. You have to stop doing, I'm telling you, just get over it. Get over the mountain. Once you get over the mountain, now your brain is thinking differently because you actually have energy to think properly. Now your emotions are easier to process because you actually have the time and the space to not think about food 24/7 and can process your emotions. Everything gets easier the moment that you get over the mountain. So stop inchworming your way to the top of the mountain. You will figure it out. I think this game is really a game of trust. Like, just get yourself there and be like, you will figure it out. I remember my sister told me that. I remember being like, but what if I keep on eating? And what if, oh my gosh, and what if I'm so big? And what if I keep on gaining weight? And I said all these things. And I remember my sister just looking at me. Here I was, like, severely underweight and like didn't have a period for years. And she was like, Chloe, we will address that if and when that ever happens, but stop thinking about it now because it's blocking you from just taking a stupid step forward. Like, I could tell she was so mad at me. She was like, duh, don't you get it? That was really loud thunder. But anyways, and I understand my sister's frustration now because I'm getting frustrated. I love you guys. I'm getting frustrated where I'm like, all of these issues that you're talking about that are happening in the recovery process, they go away once you actually just start to recover. None of this tiptoeing around like, oh, I added a little bit of butter to my meal. It's not just a little bit of butter that's going to get you there. I'm talking about 2 extra pieces of toast with a copious amount of butter, and then maybe we're talking. It takes a lot more than you think, and you guys are so afraid of too much that you're not even getting anywhere near enough. Too much is enough in recovery. I literally just did a presentation in my recovery collective called Too Much is Just Enough. That presentation is for a lot of y'all here. We have to unwire this belief that that's too much, and we have to understand that that is actually exactly what is enough for you. Recovery is too much if you want to put it in that way. That's exactly what it is, so stop fearing it. Because here's the thing. Once you get to fully recovered and your like mind is free and your body is healthy, you end up going like, oh, why was I so afraid of maybe eating more than I should have in that day? Why was I so afraid when eating more is what got me to this place? And you know what? If my body gained an extra 5, 10, whatever so pounds in the recovery process because I constantly went enough, because I constantly ate too much, great, amazing. Trust me, I would take that over being stuck over here. Because guess what? Now I have the brain capacity and I have the emotional capacity to actually work on finding balance and finding, health and getting to a place that I actually want to be. But I have zero ability to do that over here. Zero. So again, you're so afraid of the too much that you don't hit enough ever. Ever. So you got to throw away this fear of too much because it's blocking you and you're trying to just enough food to get me that just enough, just enough, just enough, just enough, just enough. I'm like, cool. You're never actually going to get to recovered because you're not letting go of the control and you're not strengthening this muscle of surrender. You're so in your masculine in recovery. I literally just wrote this huge thing for the group about like the wound that we have of us women being in our masculine energy and how it is radically blocking you from being able to recover, because recovery, healing your relationship to food, nourishing yourself is highly feminine, highly. So if you're not ever leaving your masculine energy, which is rigidity, which is living in the mind, which is mathematical, it's always the equation of things in your mind, you're not going to heal. So here's the name of the game, guys. You're stuck. You're over it. I know because I talk to you guys all of the time. If you want to get through it, you're going to have to take some big steps. Now, I know that is really scary. This is where support and guidance and mentorship comes into play. I'm like a broken record. I literally help hundreds of women every year through this process, and I'm telling you, like, how are most of you guys doing this alone? It is extraordinarily hard. When I'm talking with my clients, I'm like, yeah, gosh, look at this like loop that they're wrapping themselves in right now. We will spend an hour just deconstructing that to get them to move forward. It is so helpful to have that. I'm saying that because I deeply want you guys to recover. I'm not like this inpatient treatment center that is like, I just want you to like gain enough weight. I'm like, I actually want you to feel how it feels to be an empowered, strong, well-nourished woman. That is my desire for like everyone here, because it feels so absolutely amazing. So with that said, the support part is pretty dang helpful, because how many of y'all take a step forward, take 5 back, take a step forward, take 5 back, because you don't have the tools and you don't have the accountability and you don't have the support and the loving energy to continue moving forward? How many? How many of y'all? Probably a lot of y'all. A lot. So here's the name of the game. Get support, take big steps with that support. Lean into it. Get support from someone that you truly trust, that you're like, I like your energy. I like how you talk about this stuff. I connect with your journey, whatever it may be. Like, get someone that you can trust. The amount of times I've heard, even this week, people being like, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I would usually not ever say X, Y, and Z, because I would just like lie to my treatment team all the time. But like, I feel safe enough to tell you. Perfect. Now we can actually get somewhere, because you feel safe enough to actually open up. How many times did I sit in therapist like offices and literally be like, oh, I'm not telling you SHIT. I'm not telling you anything. I'm hiding all of these behaviors because I don't want you to address it and I don't want you to fix it. I'm not telling you any of these behaviors because I have a ton of shame and there's no way in heck that I'm like telling you. Well, when you talk to someone who's been through it, it's a little bit different. How on earth could I judge you? Because I literally was talking to her for 11 years myself. And I did the work to love myself, even though I was someone who had been trapped for so many years. And that is what I help other women do. That's it for this video, guys. If you are looking for further support, like I said, my 101 is currently waitlisted, but I do have room in the Get Your Flow On Collective. It is a very supportive program that has helped hundreds recover. You are able to get hot seat coaching. So I do hour-long calls every single week with people in the community to get them the full-on session. We do group coaching calls. I have my presentation calls. I am constantly messaging you guys in the back end, constantly giving you the next steps forward. And that is what allows people to fully recover. So again, there's a link down below for my Calendly. You can set up a time to talk with me and we can discuss whether this is something that would be supportive for you. That's all for this video. Make sure you subscribe so that you can get my 31 things that you need to know about the recovery process that you don't know currently, that is coming out probably in a couple of days. So that's it for me, guys. Bye.